But I think the irony part of this stuff is there are actors in this government, including the statement of Gregory Cuomo, the senior officials of this government that are major players in the drug saga. So it is unfortunate that those individuals are not being invited publicly. They are not being prevented from traveling. Even the vice president, some of the people took pictures with him. We've seen all of those footages in the public. When were he going to be invited? Is it because he's the vice president? The most strongest and the most public is the LAW, the law. So no one is above the law. When you are suspected to have associated with criminal, you should be invited publicly to be asked. But it's unfortunate that no written communication, no telephone communication with the former vice president that she's needed just for her to be at the Rawa International Airport, checking all her luggage, and did everything to board the plane. They prevented her. That was so shameful for our country, so disgraceful for our country. But she is cooperating with the law to make sure I am 100% cognizant of the fact that she's a clean person. She will never be involved.
On the record, the Justice Minister and other officials investigating this drug situation have said,
you got to be organized with the question. Expected to have associated with criminal, you should be invited publicly to be asked. But it's unfortunate that no written communication, no telephone communication with the former vice president that she was needed just for her to be at the Rawa International Airport, checking all her luggage, and did everything to board the plane. They prevented her. That was so shameful for our country, so disgraceful for our country. But she is cooperating with the law to make sure I am 100% cognizant of the fact that she's a clean person. She will never be involved.
On the record, the Justice Minister and other top officials investigating this drug situation have said that DTOs, drugs operating organizations, were authorized. They were given habitat in Liberia over the past years, and that top officials, former and current, will be brought in. Do you think it was coincidental that the former vice president, was just on her way out at the airport and then she was being engaged and brought in?
Unprofessional cover up from the part of the Minister of Justice, because the first thing, the people who are in your control, you, the Minister of Justice, you, the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, you believe that their current official government that honor your jurisdiction. Don't forget about what you're going to talk about, trying to politicize the matter and drag innocent former official. Those officials that both the
innocent former officials,
both the Minister of Justice and the police IG have alluded to the fact that they are current officials. We want to see them. We're demanding them to publicly arrest those current officials. So why are you not arresting them? Why are you not inviting those current officials that you know? Gregory Cuomo at the press briefing at the Ministry of Information stated they are top officials. So the burden is on them, and we are asking them to make sure that they arrest those people. Let me tell you,
who are the innocent former officials? The innocent former officials.
If you think we'll fold our hands and you try to ravage and savage the opposition and try to discredit or destroy their reputation, we will stand up to the guns. The irresponsibility of this government must come to an end, and they have to make sure justice is transparent. That's what they do it. CMC wants no, but listen, 1 minute, you got to be organized with the question. There is no way that the opposition can ever be destroyed by this junta, disorganized, irresponsible, malicious government of the Unity Party. They can't. They don't have the moral operandums to destroy us. They are just trying to distract the Liberians. And I'm calling on all the Liberians to keep focus. I'll continue to ask them, put more pressure on Gregory Cuomo, like him, the current official. The Minister of Justice appeared before us and said that some of these things were classified information. You're going to talk in camera. Now, today, you have not arrested any current official, even though one of the alleged person have been formed with the vice president, the current vice president and his wife. They have seen them, and no arrests have been done. We were irresponsibly prevented by the police IG. Which we think is wrong. It was evil.
Today, the IG has requested one of your colleagues from the legislature, Amara Kone, to provide, claims or fights to his claims that top government officials are associated with the...
It's laughable. I understand your question. It is laughable that months back, Amara Kone were crying all over and saying that they are rescue Liberia. It's just one of the rescue mission to try to disobey the law. He, Gregory Cuomo, at the press briefing stated they are top officials. So Amara Kone using his statement, I wish I want to believe that there are people that the government is trying to shield, and that's a fact. Gregory Cuomo should face that.
Honorable Cole, do you believe in the
We
investigative
believe in the
process?
law, but when the law is being invaded by irresponsibleness of this government, we will stand up. Because in the doctrine of negotiation and peace, if the act of peace fail, then it means that people got to stand up for their rights.
Diamond Slang at Spoon FM and TV. Do you believe that as part of an investigative process, persons of interest are brought in, and that process you could either be eliminated or elevated to suspect level? Do you believe that is part of the process?
But we are only asking them they should be transparent. The first thing that we want the Minister of Justice and Gregory Cuomo to do is the current officials. Now you are going after past officials. What happened with the official that you know they are current? What have you done to them? It is just low-level people in the police station. You came and said you're trying to see them. But Gregory Cuomo was emphatic. He said top officials in this government, they are part of the trust. I believe it is 100% of witch hunt. The first thing, let me tell you, you did not send notice. In law, notice is very important. You should have notified the former vice president that you needed at the police station for investigation or for questioning. You did not do that. You did not send a text message. There are no written communication. The woman is now about to leave the country for her medicals, and then you are at the airport after she checking, will fly everything. Then you say, no, don't leave the country. You are on investigation. This government is so irresponsible.
Of course, well, this is where we are, Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. You just listen to, okay, so let's see if we can talk, we can hear from.
Come up with a statement as
It's
much
not
as
a
possible.
major setback to the CDC, especially your.
It's not a setback because we know that she'll be free very soon. It's not a setback. I think it's a wish hunt.
Do you think that this will bring some kind of dark cloud over the CDC constantly?
There is no way the Liberian people knows that they knows that CDC, the party CDC, or George Weah in person is a man of peace. So there's no way. What I'm gonna do is that right now, the Liberians will believe that the police, this government, Joseph Boakai, is trying to wish on the past leaders because they don't want the CDC to come to the power, or neither the opposition to amalgamate their forces. That's what they don't want.
Do you think it's wrong for investigators to call in individuals whom they think will have to aid with investigations, like in this case, a former official, the former vice president? Do you think it's wrong?
So let me say this to you. The first thing is the Minister of Justice could have clearly, or the Justice Minister could have clearly sent a notice to the madam, or else you couldn't have gone to board her flight. So they did not do that, right? Only this morning, time for her to leave the country, and then they going after her. Bro, this is wrong, and we expect nothing from them because, of course, they are not going to do anything.
So
You think she's going to walk out?
She's innocent. She's innocent. The mother is innocent.
this is security issue. You expect that?
Why you got security? Security who passed the right? BDP right?
Thanks a lot for talking to us. Well, there you have it. The Bone County lawmaker Eugene Colley, and of course, Honorable Josiah Marvin Cole of Bone County. The both lawmakers are from Bone County as well, the very county where the former vice president once served as a senator for. And of course, and they're here this morning. So far, the first batch of lawmakers we've seen here on the grounds of the LNP, or the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. We're looking forward to see what's going to happen. And most of you may be aware that the former vice president, who is now being questioned in there, is the political leader of the NPP, and she also served as former vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Obviously, a lot of there's so much expectation now with respect to what the different political institutions are going to do. What exactly is going to be their stance? Are we going to see what we saw in investigations or invites from the Liberian National Police, wherein supporters gathered at the far end there, chanting anti-government slogans, calling for the release of their political leaders. Like in the case of the former speaker, J. Fonati Kofa, we saw a very good number of seditians gathered at the very entrance here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police, chanting anti-government slogans and terming the entire process as a witch hunt. Former Vice President Joa Howard Taylor being the political leader of the NPP, are we going to see similar thing? Also considering that she's the former vice president of this coalition that led the country for 6 years, are we going to see similar thing? But what the atmosphere here is that the former vice president remains in there. Usually these processes will go for some time. The questioning will take place. She will be engaged. We saw the current head of the LDEA, Zian Khan, also in there. And other top officials, the investigators are in there as well. They're going to be asking the former vice president a couple of questions. Two things are going to happen here at the end of the day. One is that the former vice president, following the line of the cross-examinations and all of those pieces of information that investigators want, could just walk out to board her flight, go back to, re-embark on her trip, or we could see charges being pressed against the former vice president. She could be elevated from just that person who should aid with the investigation to being a suspect. And once it gets to that level, then of course, you know exactly that there are several restrictions that comes with that. The two lawmakers we've spoken to so far have all said that they believe that this is part of the investigative process, but the fact that the former vice president was not served an official communication, like in the case of the former speaker, J. Fonati Kofa, where he was officially invited to come at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police to provide pieces of information. Of course, that is exactly what their issue is. The EPS boss, as you see in here this morning, is a very here this morning. Of course, the EPS bus, the vehicle there with the. All right. So there you have the head of the Executive Protection Service, Sam Gay, making his way, LMP. And of course, this is where we are. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. All right, so. All right, so and we are posted, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here this morning, every step of the way. We did see the arrival of the LDEA boss, the Director General of the LDEA, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. He did arrive here this morning. We saw the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, who came in and then subsequently made his way out. We're now seeing the head of the Executive Protection Service, Sam Gay. He just arrived here. The heads of the Joint Security are all making their way here, as this is, as most of you are aware, a major drugs investigation going on. For the first time in Liberia, this investigation is the biggest so far. From the 19 million drugs bust at the Rabat International Airport, we're now talking about over 300 million drugs bust that took place at the in Margibi, in Douazon, that has led or re-intensified this entire investigation. And that is exactly why this investigation is very important. And this morning, Liberians waking up to the news of the invite for the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia is another thing that has stood out this morning and has caught the attention of hundreds and thousands of Liberians across the world. Liberians now want to know what's exactly going to happen, especially now that the former vice president has been invited. Most of you are aware that the former vice president happens to be the third, that's the second person, the second most powerful individual in the country for the past 6 years. It would not have crossed the mind of anybody, over the time that former Vice President Jua Howard Taylor will be invited at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police in the midst of such investigation. But this is exactly where we are. The former Vice President is in there. There's a tight security presence, as you see there, well-armed police officers in the entire premises here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. We're looking forward to see what happens here after. As to whether charges will be pressed against the former vice president, as to whether she will be elevated to a suspect. These are information that will definitely remain posted to bring you up to speed about here this morning. So this is where we are this morning. Thanks for joining us, Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette, Emmanuel Phillips on camera this morning. And we are posted here, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here this morning. And of course, journalists are here in a very good number. Different media, that is because of the gravity, the weight of this entire situation here. We're not talking about just an ordinary Liberian citizen or maybe just someone from just anywhere. We're talking about the person who occupied the second most powerful office in Liberia for 6 years. All right. The former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Jua Howard Taylor, served as First Lady of the Republic of Liberia under the administration of former President Charles Dakpana Gange Taylor, when she served as First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, after which the former Vice President then contested in Bond County. She won as a Senator of Bond County, having served as Senator of Bond County for several years. The former Vice President then got handpicked through a rigorous process, giving the coalition from the NPP angle and the CDC, of course, those political parties coming together to unseat the Unity Party. The CDC formed a coalition with the Unity Party, with the NPP and that of the LPDP of former Speaker Alex Tyler, now Senator of Bombing County. Those three political parties came together, formed a strong coalition that saw the defeat of the Unity Party in 2017. Of course, that particular movement set the stage for the former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, the former Senator of Bond County, to now become the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. That position she occupied for 6 years. And of course, Liberians, a lot of people would not have thought that a day like this will come when the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, who has served in several powerful positions in the country, will be invited by the very Liberian National Police that she sat far over, to some extent. As vice president of the Republic of Liberia, she occupied an office that was far higher than maybe the justice minister and so forth. But we're here this morning, and this is why, in fact, this has come as a shock to so many people across the world that the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia is now being investigated. She's being questioned. She's being cross-examined, and the investigators are trying to establish facts, circumstances, information surrounding this investigation. Of course, we are going to fall back a little. But we remain posted here, making sure we can bring you up to speed, with the happenings here this morning. There's a Spoon TV we are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Of course, this is where we are this morning. We remain posted here, making sure, as you see in the background, the beast are packed right there. Men have been in action this morning since about 8 a.m. this morning. The former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, had decided to board a flight when she was being engaged by officers of the Liberia National Police and requested to come here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police to aid with the investigation. And information we've gathered, we spoke briefly with Honorable Eugene Colley of Bond County and Representative Marvin Coe as well of Bond County. Those lawmakers have been saying to us that the former vice president was on her way for some medical, attention and so forth when she was being picked up this morning. So this is exactly where we are. Thanks for joining us. We're going to remain posted here as we bring you up to speed with the happenings here every step of the way. I see Israel Akinsaya here this morning, and I see Ben Sevi as well. Of course, Honorable Akinsaya, welcome to Spoon TV. How are you? I see you're here this morning. Is it in connection with the vice president? Okay, Honorable Sevi, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
Okay, I see you're here this morning. Is it in connection with the presence of the vice?
Of course, she's my mother, but they will do what they got to do. We are waiting.
All right.
We are waiting. I just got in the country last night, so
All right. Welcome to Liberia. Thanks a lot for talking to us. All right, so this is where we are, and yes, so a lot of people will obviously continue to make their way here this morning, and a lot of people will continue to make their way here this morning. Former representatives, as you know, the former vice president served in several key positions. And obviously there will be a lot of people making their way here in solidarity, in show of support, making sure they can. Let's take some police spokesman.
But we think that what you're doing right now is to reach out to entities like the Ministry of Information, the Ministry of Justice, the LTEA, and the Liberia National Police for credible and verified information. Well, we are in a critical time. Everybody seems to have some level of information that they want to feed their audience with. But the negative of that is that want to feed your audience. It is good to update your page. It is good to share information with your audience. But what kind of information, especially when it comes to this investigation, what kind of information are you sharing? So it's a concern to the Liberia National Police. We don't want people lying to the public when you have not verified the information that
information you don't want for the public to consult.
We don't want you giving misleading and inaccurate information. Misleading and inaccurate information. So if you have doubt to this investigation, come over. That is why I was informed by the press of Diana and I needed to come to talk to you guys.
Are you officially speaking to the press today?
Today, I've been informed that today there will be a press briefing. And some of the questions that I cannot answer will be answered within that briefing.
I'm concerned. Did the police and the investigators send a crowd notice?
That is not important right now. That is not important to the investigation. What is important to the investigation is that the former VP has answered the call of the Joint Security, and that was done in a very honorable manner. And we are grateful for that. I'm here with you. You take your own time. I said that is not important right now.
Say she was informed and seen herself or in an honorable manner.
No, don't misquote me.
Okay. You said
the journalist your code want to know that normally person of interest will be named, right? So, but the strategy changes over time. So if we did not come in the press and say this person is a person of interest.
The strategy that changed.
If we do not come and say, oh, Moses Brown is this and that.
So what do you say to those who say this strategy is this one?
Which one? No, I'm not here to respond to just anybody. Anybody who say that this whole thing is a vision, They are entitled to their opinion. Opinions are like noses. Everybody still here have one. And so I cannot speak to somebody.
On the flip side, I want to do, there's this internet drama from
Oh, yeah.
several lawmakers, stakeholders at the police headquarters. To clear the airway, is the police using Starlink as the official source of internet here at the headquarters?
No, the official source of internet here at the Liberia National Police is the telco. And we are given money through the budget. The budget tells you exactly how much is in the budget for internet. The government provides the internet through the government system. So we are not using Starlink in this building. The NNP is not using Starlink. The NNP is using the telco. Go to the Ministry of Finance, you can find out. Go to the telco, you can find out. Go to the budget, you can find out. So people who will just say deliberately on different platforms and say that we are using Starlink, we're all giving you we can present document to you that we are using the telco internet. But the guys who are saying that we are using Starlink cannot present one paper to you. So the question now is, we turn the question back to them. Say, hey, when you say that the police is using Starlink, show all your evidence. Don't just blow it out and you come back to me and come ask me a question.
A lot of people.
Go to the Ministry of Finance. Let the whole team move from here. Go to the telco. Let us show you document. That is where we get our internet from.
A lot of people are concerned now that the former vice president is in there. How long is he going to be in there for? What is the atmosphere like in there?
No, I've not been in the room, and I cannot speak to the atmosphere. But the police being a very professional institution, the atmosphere will always be cool.
Yeah, it's a percent. Why is it today? Former vice president in battle. Why not yesterday? Why not today's
Because today is the day.
All right. I'll recall this on the flip side.
Yeah.
Can you give us information whether the invitation extended to Bapolo County Senator Amara Conley has responded to by him or by his lawyers?
No, I don't have information concerning that.
All right. Thanks a lot for talking to us. All right. So we're here, folks, still posted, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here this morning. We're still at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. It's a very busy atmosphere here this morning. Law enforcement officers present from every corner. And of course, you also have a very good number of media practitioners here this morning. Journalists have also gathered here this morning to ensure that the information can be brought in, reported as it unfolds. And of course, Liberians woke up this morning to the information about former Vice President Julia Howard Taylor being picked up while making her way out of the country. According to Honorable Marvin Cole, the former Vice President was making her way for medicals, and in the process, she was being stopped by law enforcement officers. That she was being asked to make her way here. She was being asked to make her way here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. All right. And so this is where we are.
All right, folks, as Nelson readjusts himself, I will take over commentary until he can be back on your screens. That's how we do it. We are interchangeably providing you this coverage. It's a breaking news. It's a fluid story. It's happening now as we speak. The former vice president arrived here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police at exactly 16 minutes up to 10 a.m. this morning. So to give you the exact time, she arrived at around 0944. That's the time she arrived here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. But when I arrived earlier this morning, the headquarters of the Liberian National Police wasn't as busy as it is now. You see a lot of movements. You see a lot of manpower being deployed all around the headquarters. All of the entrances have been cordoned off with police vehicles and police personnel serving as double layer sort of barriers. Before you access this ground that provides other public services, you must be screened this is what is happening here. The beast is just right behind me as to what the purpose is. This is the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, so it has got all rights to be here. It's one of the vehicles in their motor pool. But what we can tell you as well is we've been seeing the trickling in of representatives and the rest. We saw Eugene Colley, as well as we did see Marvin Cole. They made their statements. The country is still waking up to this news, or the country has waken up to this news as well. But the former vice president is a person of interest as we speak. So what this means in the criminal investigation process is she is not a suspect. Let's get that clear. She's not a suspect. A person of interest is somebody who has got information, whose name has been mentioned, who law enforcement feels has got some information or played some role allegedly, and they need to question that person and present pieces of evidence before that person. That person is innocent until proven guilty before a court of competent jurisdiction. We have not even gone through the court process yet, so we shouldn't be jumping and putting the cart before the horse. How this works is, if your name is mentioned whether once or repeatedly, or law enforcement has got reasons to believe you got roles or you played certain pivotal roles, or they believe that you've got some connection to what is ongoing with the investigation, they bring you in to aid the investigation or investigators. And in the process, this could be one visit at the headquarters or one visit with investigators. It could be multiple visits. It could be, your name being de-escalated from a person of interest to totally off the list, or it could be your name being elevated from a person of interest to a suspect. So all of these things play, and all of the lawmakers we spoke to, opposition lawmakers that have arrived, namely those from Bond County, they have said they believe this is part of the process, but the process, according to them, is a politically motivated one. But what happens in there, investigators are apolitical and they use their investigative techniques. So the vice president has been in there for a while. The former vice president, she's been in there for a while. Up to now, police authorities haven't informed us as to which one of the ongoing drug investigations she's currently being asked questions about. We cannot tell you how long that process is going to take. Sometimes it takes hours upon hours to investigate someone, but what we can tell you is those in there include the latest top security chief to arrive is Sam Gay, the director of the EPS, Liberia's own version from the United States of America, is also now in the building. But this morning we saw the presence of the Inspector General of Police, Colonel Gregory Coleman, and the DG of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the newly appointed DG, that is retired Major General Daniel Zianka, also there as well. Zianka is just less than a week in that role, and now we've seen Madam Jua Howard Taylor being brought in for questioning. I asked Sam Collins, the spokesperson of the Liberia National Police, as to the manner and way in which she was asked not to leave the country, whether or not prior notice was served to her that she shouldn't leave the country, that she's undergoing an investigation and all of that. His answer to me verbatim was, it is not important. What's important is she's currently here. That particular question was spoken to by Marvin Cole of Bond County, who said, look, the former vice president should have been notified that she's under investigation, whether written, whether through text or through any form of channel, that she cannot leave the country, and then she wouldn't have gone to the airport attempting to leave the country. As it stands, others are speculating that the former vice president might have probably been given a hint, and she was using the Women's Forum in Accra, Ghana, to get out of the country. All those things are speculative pieces and conspiracy theories. But what is factual is, since 9:44 a.m. this morning, former Vice President Jua Howard Taylor entered those barred gates of the Liberia National Police main entrance. She was flanked by her counsel, Kabina Jane, former Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of Liberia, Ezra Akinsanya, once commissioner of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, has also left the building. He accompanied her when she entered. She is wearing a maroon-like dress and maroon sandals to match. To a Liberia that it was raining this morning, the rain has subsided and the sun is gradually taking its position. A day that started as a warm day, as a cold day in terms of weather, warm in terms of what's happening in the country. It's now warming up in terms of the weather. As to how long she will stay with investigators, we cannot tell you what that amount of time is going to be like. But what we can tell you is we are definitely going to be here. And the former vice president in these ongoing investigations is the biggest of names thus far. All this unraveled on the 8th of June, 2026 at the Roberts International Airport when 19 million worth of cocaine was seized or confiscated while being en route out of the country through Belgium to the United Kingdom. A country was shaken and this entire drug scandal unraveled before our faces. And then just weeks after that, $317 million worth of mixed cocaine and other drugs were seized along the RRA highway through a joint security operation. That alone itself in recent years is Liberia's biggest drug bust, a country that has also had the issue of $500 million worth of drugs, $100 million worth of drugs, and now $317 million worth of drugs, plus $19 million worth of drugs. The government has said they are doing everything to dismantle the cartel. The opposition has said the country is what they termed a narco state. Between those debates, President Bouaga has said he's committed to dismantling the cartel. We've seen twists and turns, like the latest twist, the Great Pickup saga involving down dismissed former OIC of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, Fitzgerald Biago. That was another chapter. We did see Bola Dane, former 106 of the Liberia National Police, arrested on that named and dismissed on issues of allegedly receiving $10,000 in bribe for cocaine suspects here at the Liberia National Police headquarters. We then saw Doe of the NSA, formerly of the NSA, dismissed for allegedly being involved with this entire drug saga and the investigation that is ongoing. The police inspector general stated that big names, state actors, and the rest will be named. Joa Howard Taylor, past vice president of the Republic of Liberia, still a very influential person in the country, is now facing investigators as to what is going to be the next step in this investigative process. All we can tell you is this is step one. When you are named as a person of interest, you are brought in either through your willing volition or you are brought in accompanied by state security. Joa Howard Taylor said she was on her way herself. The police director and the DEA boss departed here and they brought her and escorted her to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. What happens next? We can only tell you. Who will be here to bring that to you. So Nelson Colette is going to come back to his commentary duties as we keep bringing you coverage live here. The media is well represented as well. The beast is still lurking just behind my back. The beast is lurking. Other police vehicles are all around. The men are posted with their various equipment, tear gas, canister, gun, or automatic rifles. It is well solid here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So Nelson is going to take over his commentary duties.
All right, so folks, this is where we are. All right, so folks, this is where we are again. Thanks for joining us. We're still here, posted live at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. As you see at the far end there, journalists are seated, of course, doing everything it will take to remain posted here to bring the information to you live. Officers of the Liberia National Police are posted at the far end there, well-armed officers posted in the full gear, making sure that there's maximum security here. At the far end there, at the entrance of the headquarters of the Liberia National Police has been declared for now, at least a no-go zone. All journalists, media practitioners, and those wanting to be within this vicinity are asked to stay off that particular entrance. As you see here, of course, right in the background, the beast, of course, is parked right there, making sure that Liberians, that the LMP can be in full swing just in case. As you see at the far end there, that is the courtyard. Given the gravity of what's happening here, you have Liberians trooped in from that inn, gazing from afar, wanting to know with all level of curiosity, high anticipation, eager to know exactly what's going to happen here at the end of the day. And this is where we are. Thanks for watching Spoon TV. We're posted here live at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. making sure we can bring you up to speed with all of the happenings here this morning. Former Vice President Jua Howard Taylor, the second most powerful person in the Republic of Liberia for the past 6 years, is here at the headquarters of Liberia National Police, currently answering questions. She's been invited by the joint security in the face of a major drugs investigation that's going on in the country for the past couple of weeks and making it a few months. The conversation about narcotic substance in Liberia has been a major one. And first, it was the drugs bust at the Rabat International Airport. 19 million worth of cocaine was busted at the Rabat International Airport. That situation created panic amongst Liberians, especially those who have been very concerned about the proliferation of narcotic substance in the country. A lot of people saw it as a slap in the face of the fight against drugs in Liberia. So many people were shocked because a lot of people did not expect that quantity of drugs would have been discovered at the Rabat International Airport. 19 million worth of drugs are busted at the Rabat International Airport.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from, me from, until the guys come on. Thank you for watching, you guys. Welcome. Please share the show. You know, we always the last people you come listen to, right? So talk our own before you go to bed. Even though we can disappoint you sometimes and not come on, but it's okay. We're here today. Today is a very sad day, should I say, in our country, and it's a milestone as well. It's a whole lot of things, right? Mixed emotions, everything. So we had to have our own little say. We had to chime in the conversation. Well, I know we've been staying out a lot of conversation, but this one just seems too good to be true for us to not want to say anything about it. So that's what we're on this evening. So my gender guys, like Moba would say, they're always late. So I'm on here by myself right now. Please share the show. And thank you for coming. Money Making Moses. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you, everyone who's watching, who's not commenting. We appreciate you. We heart you. We love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. We're all doing this for Liberia. I'm so tired. But hey, I tend to what are we, Mr. Davis? Welcome. Are we talk shows or talk your own? Let me talk my own. What are we? Because everybody giving themselves names these days. So what are we? Are we talk your own? Let me talk my own. Or are we talk show? I know for a fact we're not journalists. That I know for a fact, but I don't know. What's something from identity crisis? Oh, are we just Liberians? Just wanting to have a say in the conversation in the country. That's who we are. I think that's a good one. Just young Liberians want to come on, and the link is in the comment section with you. If you're not shy at me and wants to come on and have your say, please do so. Come on and let's talk Liberia. Let's talk the good, the bad, and ugly about Liberia. The changes, well, some people think there's no changes. Some people think there are changes going on. However, whatever you feel about your country at this moment, make it your duty to come on. We're not getting paid here. You are not getting paid either. But that's the love we got. When you love something, you give your all to it, right? Whether you're getting paid or not. You come on to say that's what we love to just have our say in the conversation. I mean, what do you want from us? We can be, hey, Tata's been away for a while. Tata is saying good morning. He's watching from Liberia. That's why I said good morning wherever you're watching us from. So it's already morning in Liberia. ELWEA around the what? Kendenya Hotel. That's what Taxes leave. Thank God. I did not call your house number, so don't be scared. Nobody can look for you there. So thank you guys for being here. Hi, Mr. Davis. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. All the good news from Liberia. I want more news. I want more people behind the bar. I want it to be true.
Mr. Davis, so do you think that there was a great news for you?
Today was one of the best.
From what you saw?
Today was one of the best days of my life.
Oh, okay.
I eat.
Please do tell.
I overeat.
You over?
Yeah, because it was one of the best days in my life.
What was it? A party?
Yeah, I made my party. When I got the news this morning, I saw breaking news. It was raining at the airport. I said, breaking news from Ralphie. So I called my man at Ralphie. I said, what's going on there? Then what the situation that going on there between the Joel Howard Taylor police guy and the police people. I said, but what really going on? They say, oh, they came to arrest us or something.
Okay, so you just jump into our topic, even though that was the only thing we're going to talk about today.
So
But since you just want to go and grab the boo by the horn, let's do
from there, I
something.
went to organize my own party.
Okay, so this morning, guys, please share the show. Please share our humble little show. And thank you. Oh, Tata said it's 3 in Liberia. Wow. You're still supposed to be having your second dream by now. Don't worry, Tatas. We'll do better with the time. Usually when we were on Spoon, we used to come on like what? 9? 9 o'clock here. Oh no, 7.
I'll go with
7 o'clock here is what? 12 at night?
Where? 10 o'clock?
No, 7. That's when we used to come on late night Spoon.
Before like 11. 11.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So, and maybe because it was around campaign time, I'm not sure. I don't know. People used to watch. A lot of people used to watch from Liberia, but we will do better with the time. I know you're tired of hearing it, but I promise we're working on it. Too many issues in the back. We got too many presidents. You know, when Mr. David go push a cartoon for the whole day. When he comes home, he's tired. Okay, so please share the show. So I always say, as the spirit leads, we come on. I mean, and I have been sure that I say, as the spirit leads, right? So we pray about it, Mr. Derry. Did you pray today?
No,
no. But anyways, on a serious note.
Today, if I hide my mind to pray, then my spirit will not cooperate with the other old spirit I hide in me.
What does that mean?
What does that mean is that when you go biblical, then what I went through today, that's what happened.
You say you are excited.
I was excited, but I don't need to put Bible into it. If I want to put Bible into it, then the whole spirit will die down.
Okay. I don't understand, but I'm just going to leave that alone. And we're going to move on. Because I don't want to be like I'm dissecting the snake instead of the crocodile, instead of the rat. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And as for me, when I'm excited, I'll be like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Lord. So I'll put the Bible into it, right? Weeping, it may do it in the night, but joy is coming in the morning, right? So those are the things that we stop for Mr. Davis. He gave me a whole different vibe. And we're not here for Bible study tonight. We are here for what we saw happen in our country today. So shocking for me, I'm still shocked. I am still in disbelief. I am still I don't know what to describe it, but to be honest with you, I have a little soft spot for former Vice President Tiller, right? And what makes it worse is that she just buried her son. So with this happening, and I'm in no way am I saying that because I had soft spot for someone, if they did something wrong, allegedly, they shouldn't face the, full weight of the law. That's not what I'm saying. But as a human, I'm still allowed to feel a little sadness in me, right? That's just normal. Okay. So that was my feeling today. I was trying to process it all. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's just questioning and this and I'm like, well, no, they won't go this far if there was nothing there, right? And even if people want to play politics, this is not just Liberian government alone investigating the huge drugs that now. We have the FBI there, we have other, Western countries there, secreted people there investigating. So this is not just about Liberia. So nobody again, I know still they can't help it with a wish home sinking, but that alone should tell you that. So this is why I was kind of like, and I was like going back and forth with myself, Mr. Davis, and when I say something, I'll be like, well, no, just it can't happen like that. If this one like that, is but how did they know she was leaving the country? Well, I think she was being surveilled. Like, I was fighting myself in the spirit within myself that my spirit man was fighting. So that's how I know. And then again, another side of me was saying that, okay, this seems to be a brand new day for Liberia. This is something we have never seen before in the country, right, Mr. Davis?
Exactly so.
So it is something good, even though it may be a little siding to other people, but it's something good for our country. It's kind of, I'm gonna just, let you talk for a little bit, but I am still, in a little shock. So I think that's why I'm talking a lot, but let's hear you. Today we woke up. So the news that the vice president was on her way out of the country and she was stopped by the joint security, what is it?
Yeah, John Security. Okay.
Yeah, by the joint security team from leaving the country and taking straight to the police headquarters for questioning. Later on, when I was at work, seeing a post saying from Spoon saying that she was charged with and I'm gonna read some of the charges that was brought against her. And so go ahead, Mr. Jerry, you tell me what's going on. Please describe this feeling and let's go from there. And yeah, go ahead.
Like I said, I don't like to implicate the Bible into this topic, but anything you put the Bible inside, it means you gotta get soft heart.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta let her go free because the soul must forgive one another 70 times 7. So we got that pass by.
I don't think that's what the Bible meant.
Don't do it no more. It's also for our enemy, even though they brought people alleged now that
you can forgive, but that doesn't mean you can't hold people accountable. Do you know what society would be living in if that's what we were doing? The Bible did not tell you not to hold people. But anyway, go ahead.
Bible, the people that read the Bible, they make it complicated. Number one, they say we should pray.
Okay, when I ain't Bible stuff, let's see what it's mean. Please.
When I saw this, I got the news. I got the clear part of the news. I put my music on. I go call extra rest because I needed more rest in the system. Because I got to dance. I dance a lot. I say we need more arrests. We need more BP people arrest. Not only Joy Howard that should be the limit. We need more people in the government. Let us start cleaning this. To me, this should be more than the war crime code. This should be considered as a war crime code, the drugs issue.
Are you serious?
They should consider it as a court, war crime against the Liberian people, against the country. Because the war crime code will only be for Liberians. But the drugs code is going to be for the international community, including Liberia. Because what they put in Liberia in now is a difficult stage. So when they indict them, they get rid of them, they put them to jail. Even they can pay extra jail for them. They be inside, put them to lifetime imprisonment. Because when you catch the judge, they sort of give you lifetime sentence. The judge, how you can give her 200 years in prison. So it will be all right. From there on, our own frustration will just say 200 years. I can't even make 50 years. I can't make 50 years or something. So these are people that bringing drugs in the country to sell and get money and continue suppressing the other people that don't have money. So everybody that do wrong in Liberia, they should be arrested. If part of the drugs, whether the president, the vice president, the president not do it, when you move from power, will do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Derry. Welcome, Morris. How are you today?
It's been a long time. Why did make a come on the show before me?
Mr. Derry? Don't mind Mr. Derry. He's still something. Yeah, Morris. So we were just talking about the, I don't know what to call it, but maybe you have your own word for it. The bombshell or breaking news or, milestone, whatever it is, however you classify or describe it. But what went on in our country today with a former vice president of the Republic of Liberia for the past 6 years was indicted today. Is that what they call indictment? When they bring charges against you? I'll go look that up. But anyways, was charged today with multiple counts of drug trafficking, money laundering. I'm looking for the something to read out to the Liberian people.
That's the key word in the money laundering.
So what do you make of this? And like I was telling you, Mr. There is today, like I was a little, I know it's supposed to be a day that we all want to see in Liberia that we campaign about, right? For no man to be above the law, regardless of who you are. But, well, I don't know if that has anything to do with female. They have some men who have stuff up too, right? But I saw that today. I was a little shocked, Mr. Morris, and I was a bit sad. Right? I don't know why, but where were you and how did you feel when you saw or heard this news today?
Anyway, it's been a while. You're looking different. Every time I stay away from this show, you look different.
Who, Mr. Davis?
I say you. Let me start with you first before I talk about David. You. Well, you want Lebanon? You went on vacation in Lebanon because you like someone in Lebanese woman.
I know, I'm not anywhere near Lebanese.
Yeah, you see the color set.
My grandmother was Germany, not Lebanese.
So you see, I get it. Someone a white color, man. I thought you went for some vacation somewhere.
That was the one, not me. My mother and my daddy were black.
Okay, I see. You said that had up like grandchildren and great grandchildren with you. That's what Mr. Davis said.
Don't even know the guy, but anyways, never know. Don't know who that guy is and don't want to. But yeah.
But I mean, it's good to be here. Look, the news came like a surprise, a big surprise to almost everybody. Besides those that involved, besides the security, the top security. But the news came as a surprise. I'm happy. I'm happy for what happened today. I'm really, really happy. I'm not happy because of the person involved, Jiwa Howard Taylor. No, I have no personal issue with Jiwa Howard Taylor. I don't know her. I know she's been the first lady of the country, former senator, former vice president, and former employee of the central bank.
She had a lot of jobs.
Yeah, former employee of the national bank that became central bank. So I'm happy not because of who she is, but But I'm happy for several reasons. I'm happy because we have a country where uh, all the things that happen in the country is all the catastrophes, the disaster, the this and that happen in the country because of bad governance and corruptions
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. I'm happy because we have a country where, at least in our time, where 13 persons or even or much younger, but 13 persons were put on the pool, shook their own house on the house on because of
Oh,
bad governance and corruption. I'm happy because I live in a country where we fought war for almost like 14 years, or more, a little over that. Over 250,000 people lost their life, damage of properties and infrastructure. Up to today, we're still recovering. After 20 years, we're still recovering. Uh, I'm happy because we have changed government to government, government to government because of bad governance and corruption. And people, there's always an accusation, impunity, people going free, nobody's being punished.
mhm.
I mean, we have a country where even policemen can arrest you for the wrong reason, for the right reason. You commit crime, policeman arrest you right there, right in front of the policeman arrest you. That may pick up the phone and call somebody.
It's a done deal.
That may pick up right in front of you. You don't arrest me, officer. Just allow me in 1 minute to lay the premises, right? Right in your presence, that person pick up the phone and call somebody. Even though they do the wrong thing, you will call somebody. That person will pick up, get the phone to that man. Hey, my man, the man leader say, okay, my man, go. That's the country.
Mhm.
We live in a country where you're traveling from private Bowarasa to Cape to let's say from Moriba to Bikana, from Bikana to wherever. Just because the security officer in the car, that car cannot stop to any checkpoint. Any checkpoint that car reach, oh, the chief on board, whatever person are in that car. Oh yes, Mr. David know what I'm talking about.
And the other chief on board.
Just because that man get in car, that man want ride, that man want get free ride.
Uh-huh.
I had a problem one time. Just because the man in the car, they can't search that car will reach to the checkpoint. Oh, the chief in car, man, you open the go for the man.
Unbelievable.
We have people are not punished at all. Anybody can just do anything they want to do in the country. So today, in our lifetime, we have a government, we have a president that at least making all the feeder, no sacred cow. Everybody's supposed to be above the law. Everybody's supposed to be punished for the wrong, for the right reason. I'm happy because today, where a former vice president can go for questioning, just for questioning, that has never happened. Where they will invite vice president to go to question, or even finance minister or this other minister. But in our lifetime, we see that happening. So I'm happy for that. Not because of who Joa Howard Taylor is. So I'm just happy for that. We can go into the discussion.
Absolutely. So yeah. No, I am happy too, but I don't know. Maybe I can be in no place like that to be. Thank God I didn't do no, criminal justice or whatever. Where I have to even arrest people and stuff because I'll be like, yeah, but yeah, it's okay, you can go because I have a little, like I agree with what you say, right? And that's what I said today. That's what we want to see. The justice being blind, right? That's what we want to see. That's what we yearn for, and we haven't seen that in what we see in the Western world. We haven't seen that in our country. That's something for me. But it's happening for the first time. It seems like a bit of, I don't know, a bit of sadness in me. I don't know why this today, and I keep saying that. And I was like, oh no, I don't think so. I don't think she can be a part of something like that. No, not her. Maybe they just want to ask her and something like that. No, there's no way. Then again, well, I don't think they will go after her like that because it's not like people trying to politicize this government and everybody have great respect for this lady, right? There's nothing there. They don't, all of that politics and everything everybody played, they don't ever mention her or get her involved in it. So I'm like, well, then why would they choose her? If it was anything, maybe the other people, if they wanted to do any kind of politicking or whatever, they will go after people then who always trying to, talk out there and run their mouths and say bad thing, but it can't be her. So this have to be something. If she being the one, arrested or questioned, this has to be something. This can't, it can't just be
Hello?
nothing. And we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello? Oh,
We can hear you, Maurice.
but you can hear me again, sir? You waiting for Amy to come first before you talk?
Uh,
But you can hear us?
Loud and clear.
Well, thank God. So yeah, so
Yeah, I went up for something a short consultation. Somebody called me actually.
Sure, consultation. Okay. Yeah, so it's a good day for our country, and like you said, nobody is excited about something like that because of who she is. And even if that is the case, nobody would want her to be involved with anything like that if it was because of her status or whatever. But at the end of the day, justice must prevail, right? It can
Right.
be happening to other people, and then they're being held accountable. Then because it comes to certain people because of their status or their position, and the president has made it clear. And another thing, say, he doesn't care who you are and who you know and your connection and everything. If you are involved, they will go after you and they will dismantle the cartel. So, and then people running around calling names and kind of like, distraction, trying to get things out of. And this is what I said. I said, well, when people are doing stuff like this, because maybe the ship is coming closer to to land. That's why people would be doing stuff like that to distract people from it and try to kind of muddy the water, trying to brainwash the public into turning away, turning their eyes from them. And this is what I saw, and I'm kind of, it's a bittersweet moment for me for now, but I do want justice to prevail, regardless of who you are. So that's what I see. But it's still a little, touchy moment for me. So I have video here, a video that I want to play when she was picked up this morning. So and then we had a pouring down rain too. It was really, really hard. So I don't know if that was showers a blessing or what it was. But yeah, so let me play this video of when she was picked up this morning. We can go from there, okay? But go ahead, Mr. Davis. You can go ahead and be whatever.
you see, a lot of people try to politicize the whole.
But why that conversation was going on?
Mm-hmm.
That we were talking now.
Oh, you heard it? Go ahead.
So they try to politicize it. They're hunting the CDC. They're hunting this group. They're hunting that group. No, they're not hunting any group. The first problem here is, as Liberian, we should give our loyalty to the country, not to individuals.
Absolutely.
So if we go around, so they're arresting opposition, they're arresting this one, they're arresting this one. If the opposition bringing drugs in the country, they will arrest all of them. If the government, they will arrest, and when I said they arrest, the government can arrest them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it should be. We shouldn't care for anybody that brings drugs into the country that makes the country to look bad. If you know what I mean when they say Liberia is what they call all the airlines, they don't want to run Liberia. We start getting that in Ghana, in Africa, then we take car, we come to Liberia, Morovia, or whatsoever it will be. It will be wrong because a lot of airlines they don't want to run Liberia. Okay, I won't play the wrong. What's going to happen to us? Some people are not looking at that thing. Some of them say that we're in America, they say, oh, you know what I mean? Get down to Ghana, then you got to pay another to carry Liberia. Where you can just go in as an hour. So to me, anybody that involved into this drug business, a bad person or a president, even the person involved in that will arrest you. That new generation here will not feel arrest. We will arrest anybody. So whether a person or if a person or your whatsoever get involved into the drug issue, then you can protect them or whatsoever, will arrest them later on. So cleaning Liberia out of drugs is the best thing for us to do for all Liberians to put together. Not we the ugly ground inside our vegetable or whatsoever. Instead of all the witch hunting. The code is there, the code system is there. If they care out the code, she's not guilty, they'll let her go.
Absolutely. Mhm.
That's all I got to say.
So yeah, so this morning, where's the video? See, this is what I don't like. Whenever I have these things, it's time to play it. It's time to do hide and seek with me. So yeah, so this morning she was picked up and she did not like it. Either she was in shock. Well, let me just put it when I have to do with James Gooden because I had a real video and I cannot find it right now. So let me just play this when I have James Gooden on there. Yeah, so she was not happy at all. She was not having it. She was upset. I guess she was in shock as well. She didn't expect that to be happening to her, and it was not, pretty. So this is the video right here. Let's try this.
Don't play it to yourself.
You gotta let the people know my limitation. So there it goes. Let me play this. There we go.
Nonsense! All police that's out of Ramaka. That's not some kind of criminal. Tell them to take a picture of the TMA. And the man who can't say they want to 112. That's why I said that they want 112. There's nonsense, Grandpa. I ain't done. I'm not doing anything with you. Oh, there's a scene here. Everybody, all the cars finish serving. I will go to my house first and wait for my lawyer before I can. The way I'm doing it now, I'm not coming to the police or lawyer. Gregory, yeah, there are people fighting the people. There are people fighting people here.
You know,
Police people fighting the EPS people. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so that was not pretty this morning. It was chaotic, and you could hear the fear in that voice. Well, I'm not a voice engineer, but I mean, at that point, Morris, did you what do you think she was going through her mind? Do you think she knew what was going on at that point, that with all of the yelling and screaming going on?
yeah, I think she knew at that point. She knew was the whole thing surrounding her quote unquote attempt arrest. She knew what was going on at the time. But you see, Amy, everybody sing the same song in the country. They were always trying to gain the public sympathy, right? That's why sometimes when I listen to people in the country, educated ones, national leaders, sometimes I ask myself, are they people really understand what they're saying? Because sometimes I really want to believe that. I don't care about their educational status. I don't care about their stuff. I truly want to believe that some of these things they are ignoring. Seriously, some is intentional, yeah, but some It's just I really want to believe that it's ignorant, because sometimes when you hear people saying this thing with confidence, I just want to believe that sometimes it's not politics. Some of them is politics, but some of them are just ignorant. I want to believe that, because here is a woman who says she's a lawyer. Joao is the lawyer. You know that, right? Yeah, Joao Taylor, she's a lawyer, and besides that, the woman, she's a state woman, former first lady, former senator, just recently vice president. For heaven's sake, even if the police, the security approach you that they want to arrest you, is that how you? What is the outburst? What is the outrage? Is it necessary? Looking at your status, you know what I mean, right? You just screaming like that, yelling, "I will not go there." Just like a yana boy, just like a woman that's on the street. Yeah, for heaven's sake, you whole state woman. Why don't you just pick up the phone? You know what? Okay, I will come there. Because you as a lawyer, who told you that you cannot go when they arrest you? You can't go. Your lawyer gotta go with you. Who told you that? That is not true. I'm not a lawyer.
Upset because the way she was upset because the way she thing is happening, right? She was on her way to the airport. So many, and then they came blocking her off.
Let me hear the woman's side. Let me hear the woman's side of the advocacy.
You want to hear it? Oh, me?
Yeah.
You
No,
want
yeah, let me.
No, but she was said this is what happened. She was upset because you seen the cars, right? They
Let me hear the woman's. Let me hear the woman's solidarity now.
Yeah,
Let me hear
so
her side.
why would they call her off like that as if they were doing a road race or something like that? You know, they
Is it-
crossed in front of her and then they have cars everywhere and they're coming to her car trying to pull her off and as if she, I don't know what it was, but I thought that was a bit dramatic and which is a bit
Amy-
of, I don't know what part of the road they were, whether they were already at the airport or whatever, but were they stopping them and they refused to stop? Was that why they crossed, called them off like that and had cars everywhere? Maybe that's what she was screaming about. She said,
Yeah,
wow,
but Amy.
there's like yeah, so don't you think that has something to do with that?
Yeah, but even from her outrage, it also possible that they wanted to do it quietly, but she refused. Yeah, it's possible that they wanted to do it quietly, madam. Can you step aside? Can you walk with us? It's possible that she refused, but from the way she was, from the way she's screaming, shouting, and stuff like that, trying to gain public sympathy. It's possible too. So you see, but let me end what I was saying, right? Even though you wanted to come with the women defense, but it can't help. Look, the woman is the lawyer. Arrest can be taking place at any time, at anywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere. That not every crime that you commit, they got to serve you search warrant, arrest warrant. No, we're not lawyers, but we can read. And sometimes it's just a matter of the application of common sense. Amy, you that down there, if your husband get on you over the night, start beating you, punching you, beating you, you call police. You think police will come, especially the way they see your whole face pump out blood, everything. They'll wait for in the morning, they go get a search arrest warrant before they arrest that man. They say, wow, for yeah, they will not wait, they will arrest that man right there, carrying a put in jail. And the issue of drugs is a national issue. So whatever intel the police, the security must have gotten, I don't know. But probably it's possible that they approach the woman and the woman say, no, you can't arrest me. I mean, it's a normal thing like bureau. You can't arrest B person. Who are you? You gotta go get search warrant. This and that. What must it? The woman go to the airport, or you can't allow the woman to go and come back, this and that. You hear all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who told you that when they're supposed to arrest you, if you are possible somebody, if you are possible somebody that needs to be investigated, they will wait for you to travel and go come back. So you see, anyone a lawyer, you don't have to carry a lawyer. When they invite you, all you do, you go with the police. You go with the police. You know that You can even go to the police station and say, before I say anything, I need to call my lawyer. My lawyer need to appear. They will give you that is the right.
Mhm.
You can even tell the police, they don't call my lawyer for me. But you can't refuse that. Your lawyer got to go with you before you go. I got to go to my halfway. Who told you that? You already a suspect. You say they will allow you to go to the house to do what? So what? Destroy evidence or what? They will not allow you, my sister or my Oma. They will not. And you know that. You know that because you're loyal. I believe so. So you see, so you don't have to wait for your lawyer. You don't have to call your lawyer. No, you can call your lawyer. You can even go to the police station and say, "Yo, give me phone." Even if you don't have phone, the police duty to call your lawyer for you.
It's supposed to give you a, what is it, 5 minute? Was it 5 minute? 1 minute call to call
The
someone?
police, they can call. Yeah, the police can call. Even if you don't have phone, you can tell the police, "I will not say anything until my lawyer appear." That's your right. They will not deny that right. But to say you will not go, your lawyer got to go with you, that's not true. That's not what the law. No law will say that. Especially the gravity of the case. No lawyer will tell you that you can't go. They got to get your lawyer. So you see. So
Sorry, Edwin. I didn't know that you were calling. I thought that creditor and calling me this hour.
oh me.
Can't call back. No, like Edwin said he calling me, and I kept ignoring his call. I think was one of the bill callers and calling this night. But you can call me back. But go ahead.
So you see, yeah. So you see the security, and for me, this incident just increased my level of confidence in the national security, because you see, there has been so much allegation, so much destruction, so much noise. Senators, media people, the lawmakers, everybody have their say in the whole drug thing. Everybody talking. Somebody will sit down with everybody talking. I got evidence. I got this. The name that will know. If I call the name, the whole government will collapse. This and that. But look, this security, and I think probably the reason to that, because the combination of the people that are involved in the whole investigation team. It's not just the Liberian security, the NDA. They got the Americans, the FBI involved. They got the USA DEA part of the investigation. They got the Rwandese DEA part of the investigation. They got the Moroccans part of the investigation. So it's not just the Liberian side of it. So I think they are very meticulous in just putting our names out there. I truly believe that, looking at who Joa Howard Taylor is a big fish.
Yeah.
They will not just work on they can just work on and just accuse of falsely. No way. I don't think so.
All right. So, Mars, 1 second. So we have Edwin on the phone. Edwin Clark calling to make his point. Go ahead, Edwin. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the opportunity. Good evening, guys. Let me say thanks to you guys. Every day, I know it's in and now. It's not with your activities and educate our brothers and sisters on the happiness. But having said that, like Maurice said, what I was just about to say. There's a common saying in our country to say the horse don't say the street when no produce. Never. And not even a pity, we the common people, we that don't have hand in the country, we some of us send our money for we have been taken by our own share, we will have pity some of us by in a category. I don't know why when the rich man is in problem, the poor man always go to sympathize with him. But when the poor man is in problem, don't find the rich man or the rich woman coming around to sympathize. The issue having to deal with our former vice president. Like Maurice said, this woman, for me, for other people, they are shocked. For me, I'm not shocked. For me, I'm not shocked. I'm just surprised. I'm not shocked. The reason I'm not shocked is simple. Any woman in this world that marry men that once upon a time was a tyrant or was an ex-rebel or whatever, fear that woman. She's great enough to do anything. Once she can marry that person and they be into relationship, she's capable of doing anything. Like this aspect. Now, Joel Howard Taylor, when she and so many other people have brought our country to the stage it is where it is today. Once upon a time, some of our born that were not thinking to be a refugee, but all of grief, all of evil and hatred for each other, I was forced to be about full refugees because somebody greed. Because of that, we experienced backwardness. Today, whatsoever a man sow, you reap.
Absolutely.
Peace be to the artist. I knew the young man, but I want to ask you to get on my lap on Ghana came out of bro. But Philip is dead today because the seeds a man planted years ago, he started to harvest. And half of the people today, to all of you on the show, I want to just go by your drawing board and think. I just say half of the people that grew us in Africa became president, minister, they are house speakers, half of the children they can always be end up useless. Either be homosexual or they be just Alice or they get be useless. You know the reason it can happen is now coincident. It is because the wrath of God, when you decide to impoverish your own people, you decide to post certain group of going to poverty because you got proximity to power, and your enemy can be grave. For me, I'm not too holy, but I believe in that's what the word of God says, and that is why it's happening today to some of the people. And that's the beginning, isn't it? Some of the names for not at the end of the week to next week because some of the people that you always see are being arrested or being caught for cautionary. For me, it will not shock me, like I said. It will be shocking to other people. God is cleaning our country. Joseph Boga being president, oh, it's not roses in Labrador, but the woman being president was brought there by God. And God will use the woman before he depart the earth to set the standard of that country. For too long, we are seeing people seeing a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a family member because they haven't proximity to power. Everything that is happening to drive today, they shouldn't be surprised that some of you want to drive. We have our president. The check that should today, most of them know it needs story in America. Drive today was personally connected to the you are connected to the market passport. Like I said, I will close with it. They say when the horse don't sell you the screw will never buy you. Drugs were in our country when after the war when Taylor left, but it became rampant.
Yeah.
The CDC came to power because the guys were irresponsible, they were reckless, and they don't have one knowledge about governance. So the cartel have proximity over our country. But the mistake they made was when God changed the points around. Most of the drugs they see in our country, it didn't just come there 2 years ago. It went there, but after traditional change, after the women came to power, the cartel got stuck. Because they would have even how they take the drugs from all of the country, so they started taking all of the country small.
Absolutely.
And who then were used, that's why when you saw when people Magana being sanctioned, we are coming to a language for interview, for questioning. It was saying, we say, you didn't have private jail, I mean, to be part of way. You think it was just for nothing. Our country was in a mess. I want to be grateful to God. I'm happy that I'm alive today to be around to see a person that is taking such a tragedy. Everything is not roses in our blood. And no country in the world that is free or poor people, even in America that live in, they got 4 years. In poor they got 4 years and smoking drugs lying on the street.
On the street.
We will get there. We are not there, we'll get there. But the woman will use, God will use this woman to set our country on the record so that people will be back on the earth.
Amen. Thank you so much, Edwin. We appreciate your input. Thank you. And yes, guys. So, hey, Mr. Davis and I was just saying something like this, right? In the back before we came on. What Edwin just said. Mr. Davis said something like, I don't know why you surprised at me. So I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm happy. Why would that lady look at that man and all that he did and marry him? And she didn't care what he did, all of the atrocity they committed, and for power, for money, for greed, she couldn't marry him. He left his wife and married. So I said, well, I don't think she in Africa, I guess when the man said this and for his power that he had, I don't think she could have said anything to make him to stop what he wanted to do. So he said, no, well, she shouldn't have married him. So that's kind of like the same point that I've been putting for right now, Mr. Davis. Go ahead.
In the first place, don't look at situation that happen. Don't look at situation happening in Ellen Johnson government. Why Ellen did? She arrested the former president and jailed that man. That man went saying he came from jail, never get away until he died. So when they even it can go as far as arresting former president, I will be happy. I want the arrest to be drug free. I want to set example that if they can arrest vice president and president or whatsoever, it means they can arrest anybody. And no cocaine, they might use you, the small person, to do something that can move even you from any point. Only big people can move cocaine. It push and whatsoever you can move it, but you cannot move cocaine at all because cocaine is not coming small. And a small cocaine you see is in million or is in $100,000. So if they can arrest anybody for that position, everybody will be afraid. The example that country that executed under like 7 or 11 people for drugs business. Everybody's scared to carry drugs in our country because when they say you can't carry them, but when they catch you, the message will execute you. You know, they don't talk to the man, they talk to everybody talk to that man, message will execute them. He executed them. So when it comes to drugs, any decision we can make to them that the government need to jail them for 100 years, anytime they arrest you for drugs, you should be 100 years. You cannot count on you can no probation, no nothing. You just stay there. In dark, they must just make the place dark. They don't know life be that way too because the drug is going to give it to people, it's going to make people's life different. So that life be that way. Say you won't be greedy for money because you're not taking the something. Like Joy Howard said out, or une son, she will get one child. Or une son, or Joy Ali. She try, she can't make it. Now her son like that time, everybody trying to go in there. Or only son that. He was a drug addict. So all those things now, the jihad I may say, some of the children can come up good at it. Because the position Joy Howard got in Liberia, it was not position she's going to hold. This man is a rebel. He killed 250,000. Yes, I agree. They made myself a lovely number time in the 80s. I agree. I would say be with him, man. I was side chick, but I won't be the regular chick. You go through all the killing they man do. Yeah, I would say marry him. You marry him. And you see, most of the people that can do a lot of things, like when Joy was senator, he defended one guy. I don't know where that scene called. Joy Howard got out of the car. I said nobody can arrest me. And the man was, yeah, it happened in Liberia. One guy used to get someone on beat, I don't know, like Toyota Jeep, someone on beat car, man. He used to have on the wheel, he had something, the wheel had another little wheel on it that can be spinning around like that. I was telling we were dating that man. Allegedly dating the man. That's what they say. From there she trying to prevent that guy from being arrested. She has done a lot of things to the country. And Joy was telling her mother and myself from the same country, she and myself from the same country, that her mom and myself from the same country. Just past herself as senator, and one of the person from Bonga that never supported for him to be senator. But majority of the people in Bonga, they elected her to be senator, and I went against all of them. Majority don't always mean that you're right. They shouldn't even elect Joy Howard to be senator in our country. Because what the hospital costs for Bonga County also. And the Pongi just sat down right there. They made Joy Howard that senator with all the atrocities that were committed by that man in Bonga County. There was no development, nothing. He carried one development there. Joy Howard was senator. One horse did not get in Bonga County. Because she didn't care. She got her horse in Mora, she living good life, she rented some up. Got her horse out to opposite Lunsa cell. She rented it to some embassy or something like that. Then she moved to war or Sophie. So you see, local thing there is not correct. She don't care. She don't care for you. She don't care for me. Liberian people, any drug person they arrest, We must be happy. We must not put politics inside. Nobody must fool anybody the way the other men say. When you come in, you make sure you put the people on the street. Let him bring children with him when he come in. Let him bring Timothy. We are. Let him bring all the other group. Let all of them come with where then go protest. Thank you.
So speaking of that, I just have his statement that I wanted to read on what he said about the vice president being arrested. Let me try. But go ahead, Morris, if you have something to say while I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, but
Beautiful.
yeah, but I think the guy who called he actually make a point. And it's right. In most cases, it is true because for you to be, let's say you're loving or you're dating or you're married to a hardcore criminal or probably a drugs addict, a hardcore criminal, you gotta be brave. For you to make that person your husband or your boyfriend or your whatever, you're sleeping together, you're living together in the same house, then you yourself gotta be brave. Because for the most part, most of the dealings, you will know most of the dealings of that person. Even if you have to unlive people, the amount of people that you will unlive, the amount of transaction you will know about it. So that by itself will make you brave. You know, I agree with him. I definitely agree with him. You can't be a soft person, then you go get somebody who is, because there are certain things you gotta be able to take life. In some cases, let's say you drug addict or you rebel commander, your wife gotta be soft. No, your wife gotta be brave. Because sometimes some of the food say will eat some of the food that can make you brave, that wife will eat some of that food. Some kind of way. And you know, so I agree. But look, you know, like I was saying, right? Sometimes when you see our leaders speaking, I don't know whether they're speaking out of ignorance or they're just speaking because they're just speaking loosely because the society, the kind of people that they find in the country, or they just feel that everybody just kind of stupid, or the people just like that. I listen to Mervyn Cole, right? I know Mervyn Cole.
Yeah, I can play that part of the video. I was trying to do it.
Office ball.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got video.
Let me play and see.
Yeah, and I listened to the other guy to Samuel Johnson. I listen when the whole drug scene started. They started making fun. Even when they do their own recording, they call it Pablo, the Russian coming. I know the Ukraine, the Mexican, the Colombian. They start making mockery out of the whole thing. Yo, you gotta, but you gotta video play. But it's just.
Yeah, I was discussing about that video too when I saw it with it so-called.
Yeah, making mockery, making mockery.
Or the Melvin Cole one, everybody knows the law in Liberia, you know, wants to be
Are
there.
you playing?
Yeah, come in. I'm playing it myself, yo.
I don't want people to bunker different own decision to go for it next time. I want the position he say want to be senator, I want you to go senator.
So they can whip you in.
Yeah.
If you can't get a video, we can see. If you can't get it, we can still talk about it.
I got a video right here.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, okay. Play.
Definitely cooperate with the police. But I think the irony part of this stuff is there are actors in this government, including the statement of Gregory Cuomo, the senior officials of this government, that are major players in the drug saga. So it is unfortunate that those individuals are not being invited publicly, they are not being prevented from traveling. Even the vice president, some of the people who took pictures with him, we've seen all of those footages in the public. When were he going to be invited? Is it because he's a sitting vice president? The most strongest and the most untouchable president in this republic is the LAW, the law. So no one is above the law. When you are suspected to have associated with criminals, you should be invited publicly to be asked. But it's unfortunate that no written communication, no telephone communication with the former vice president, that she was needed just for her to be at the Raleigh International Airport, checking all her luggage, and did everything to board the plane. They prevented her. That was so shameful for our country, so disgraceful for our country. But she is cooperating with the law to make sure I am 100% cognizant of the fact that she's a clean president. She will never be involved.
Honorable Cole, the Justice Minister and other top officials investigating this the drug situation have said that DTOs, drugs operating organizations, were authorized. They were given habitat in Liberia over the past years, and that top officials, former and current, will be brought in. Do you think it was coincidental that the vice president, the former vice president, was just on her way out at the airport and then she was being engaged and brought in?
Unprofessional from the part of the Minister of Justice, because the first thing, the people who are in your control, you the Minister of Justice, you the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, you believe that their current official government that under your jurisdiction. Don't forget about what you're going to talk about, trying to politicize the matter and drag innocent former official. Those officials that both the innocent former official, both the Minister of Justice and the police IG have alluded to the fact that they are current officials. We want to see them. We demanded them to publicly arrest those current officials. So why are you not arresting them? Why are you not inviting those current officials that you know? Kwame Nkrumah at the press briefing at the Ministry of Information stated that they are top officials. So the burden is on them, and we are asking them to make sure that they arrest those people. Let me tell you,
who are the innocent former officials? The innocent
government. If the team will fold our hands and you try to ravage, salvage the opposition and try to discredit or destroy their reputation, we will stand up to the guns. The irresponsibility of this government must come to an end, and they have to make sure justice is transparent. I want to do it. But listen, 1 minute, you got to be up and answer the question. There is no way that the opposition can ever be destroyed by this junta, disorganized, irresponsible, malicious government of the Unity Party. They can't. They don't have the moral upbringings to destroy us. They are just trying to distract the Liberians. And I'm calling on all the Liberians to keep focused. I continue to ask them, put more pressure on Gregory Nkrumah. Let me the current official. The Minister of Justice appeared before us and said that some of these things were classified information you want to talk in camera. Now, today you have not arrested any current official, even though one of the alleged person has been formed with the vice president, current vice president, and his wife. They have seen it, and no arrests have been done. We were irresponsibly prevented by the police IG. We should think it's wrong. It was evil.
The IG has requested one of the police from the legislature to provide, claims of fights. So his claims that top government officials are associated with the.
You know, it's laughable. I understand your question. It is laughable that months back, Cameroon were crying over and saying that they are rescue Liberia. He just wanted the rescue mission to try to disobey the law. He, Gregory Nkrumah, at the press briefing, stated they are top officials. So Cameroon using his statement, I wish I would believe that there are people that the government trying to shield, and that's the point.
Honorable Cole, do you believe in the investigative process?
It's been invaded by irresponsibleness of this government. We will stand up because in the doctrine of negotiation and peace, if the act of peace fail, then it means that the people got to stand up for their rights.
Do you believe that as part of an investigative process, persons of interest are brought in, and that process could either be eliminated or elevated to suspect level? Do you believe that is part of the process?
But we are only asking them they should be transparent. The first thing that we want the Minister of Justice and Gregory Nkrumah to do is the current officials. Now you are going after past officials. What happened with the officials that you know they are current? What have you done to them? It is just low-level people in the police station. You came and said, trying to see them. But when Nkrumah was invited, he said, top officials in this government, they are part of the drug. I believe it is 100% of wisdom. The president, let me tell you, you did not send notice. In law, notice is very important. You should have notified the former vice president that you needed at the police station for investigation or for questioning. You did not do that. You did not send a text message. There low written communication. The woman is not about to leave the country for her medicals, and then you are at the airport after checking or fly everything, and then you say, no, don't leave the country. You are under investigation. This government is so interesting.
Of course, this is where we are, Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. You just listened to, okay, so let's see if we can talk. hear from.
When the Dre Akara
Come on with a statement.
It's not a major setback to the CDC, especially yours.
It's not a setback because we know that she'll be free very soon. It's not a setback. I think it's a wish hunt.
Do you think that this would
A big
bring
deal.
some kind of dark cloud over the CDC comes from the
There is no way the Liberian people knows that they knows that CDC, the party CDC, or George Weah in person is a man of peace. So there's no way. If I want to do is that right now, the Liberian will believe that the police, this government, Joseph Boakai, is trying to wish on the past leaders because they don't want the CDC to come or leader the opposition to amalgamate their forces. That's what they want.
Do you think it's wrong for investigators to call in individuals whom they think will have to aid with investigations, like in this case, a former official, the former vice president? Do you think it's wrong?
So let me say this to you. The first thing is,
Now, the president are talking.
the Minister of Justice could have
Another country lawmaker.
clearly
Huh?
serve a notice
It's another
to the madam.
representative
Or
of
go
the
on
country.
to go on flight.
CDC law.
So they did not do that, right? Only this morning, time for her to leave the country and then they go after her. Bro, this is wrong, and we expect nothing from them because, of course, they are not doing anything.
Do you think she's going to walk out?
She's innocent. She's innocent. But she's innocent.
This is a security issue. You expect
It's
that-
all right.
It's okay. So,
Yeah.
guys. So listening to these guys, right? Morris, as disgusting as they sound, and they're supposed to be lawmakers. I heard two things from this, right? 2029 opposition, and then she's innocent. Gregor Coleman said this. Oh, sweet Jesus. So, are these people really thinking about Liberia? Do they really care about Liberia, or all they're thinking about is 2029? And I think, Maurice, you were talking before I played the video, right? So, all I hear, that's all. They're trying to dismantle the opposition. Listen, we're talking about millions of dollars, just case here. And all we hear about is 2029 opposition. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, but the first thing, this is where the problem. This is where you know where the problem got. There's a problem in the country because you see, Amy, when you talk about country, is the people, the mindset of the people. You see, here is the lawmaker. Maker is the lawmaker. They may talking about the security got no right to arrest somebody because they are at the point of traveling.
Imagine.
Yeah, because they are at the point of traveling. And he talking like he raising his voice, he's stretching his vein like he talking. But you know, sometimes too, I don't blame these people too. I blame our media, I blame our journalists. Well, I swear to God. Because if I take the mic to you to question you, you gotta show me that provision that says you cannot do this. When you talking about because women traveling, you cannot arrest women. So when somebody traveling, they should leave the person to travel with the money. They can't arrest them. They gotta know that even you can get visa for whatever you come at the airport. Right at the airport, they send you right back, or they arrest you right at the airport. If they're supposed to arrest you, they can't talking about why they can't arrest the current government official. Who told you that how it work? Who told you investigation is being based on the side they can arrest because you on the side? Look at the kind of thing you're talking. Why they can't arrest people in the current government? They got to arrest people from the past government. Are you serious? So is this guy saying that when CDC were in power, if CDC decided to investigate or to arrest people, they can't arrest nobody. From outside, they got to arrest people from within CDC. I mean, you see, look at the kind of logic. And you send it down there, you send it in front of the guy, they got to say the thing, you keep standing, they got spilling out the kind of rubbish. Then you standing in front of him. I mean, can you imagine that? Oh, they can't arrest people in the government. They can arrest people, they got to arrest people from the outside. Look, everybody in the country, whether you Liberian, you citizen, you opposition, you're not in party, as long as you in the country, you commit crime. the government has the right to arrest you, to investigate you. It does not matter whether you part of whatever political party. That's not how you work. Investigation is not based on what side you are or what side you are. I mean, but he's standing and you see people standing looking at him like he's talking and he's making sense. You know,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
Seriously. Like he making sense, saying something, and you see him talking. That guy is very arrogant with stupidness. He's standing in pocket like he's talking a bisha, he's talking like he's making sense. Why they can't arrest people from in the government? They gotta arrest people from the outside. Like, you serious? Why they can't text the woman? They can't send the woman text message. Why they can't invite the woman? Who told you that how it work?
So, from what you said, Morris, about his arrogance, you know, he somehow believes this thing because one time I remember he was driving, I don't know, without a license or without a plate on his car.
It's on your car.
Yeah, and they wanted to arrest him, and he so said, "Oh, how dare you? I'm a lawmaker." So that is their mentality, right? What he's saying.
But I was saying from the beginning, and what I was saying.
So all he thinking is that because this woman is the former vice president, she's not supposed to be arrested, or she's not supposed to be called in for questioning. And the part that had me was that Gregory Coleman keeps saying he said it himself. Even the attorney general said it himself. Said that there are big hands in the government involved with the drug business. So we demanding them to arrest the big hands. Why aren't you arresting the big hands? You're arresting past government officials. And I'm saying, I was sitting watching it like, is that dumbness or that stupidity or that what thing? I don't understand it, Mr. Everybody, even the whole CDC camp, they keep running with that nonsense. And I don't, that's why I said, oh God, English is so hard, you know, for people understanding it and speaking it is two different things, right? So if IG Coleman came up, Mr. Davis, if IG Coleman came out and said that there are big hands in the government who are a part of it, right? Involved in this drug something here. What is there that people making to look like he told them say he know who the big hands are? He part of the investigative team, right? That is the reason why they are investigating. It's like you telling somebody you came somewhere, Mr. David, and saw somebody laying there with a gash behind their head, right? Laying there in a pool of blood, dead. They got a big gash behind the back of their head. What would you say, Mr. Davis? When you say, oh, the person died, but I said, oh, you say somebody killed the person?
The first thing, I don't know whether people are not to announce somebody that the person under.
No, I'm talking about just common sense, Mr. David. When you come and see somebody laying out in a pool of blood, Morris, when you see somebody laying out in a pool of blood, Morris, not somebody just laying down there on a life, in a pool of blood with a big old gash behind the back of their head, what would you say? The person died by themselves or somebody killed the person?
Definitely the person, somebody.
So if the police IG coming up and saying what he said that people big hands are in it is from what they have seen from the investigation. That's why he's saying that. But he saying that doesn't mean he know here he have the idea here who the big hands are. But from looking at things, from the way this investigation is going, and from the things that we have seen, this is not an ordinary. These people are not just coming in without big hands being involved. That's what that statement meant. But if going on, he said, then he come tell her, and he said he was like, they're so stupid in our country. I'm sorry, not everybody, but there's so-called leaders that can be studying, and there's so-called book people that can be passing around and say they know book or something. Because a police director said, oh, there are big hands in it. Then he said, and said, oh, and he said big hands in there, so he can't tell who the big hands are. That's why he's investigating your dummy. From the way the investigation is going, from what he saw, from what he has seen so far, he knows that there are big hands in it. if a police come on the scene, like I said, the example that I gave, someone is laying on there in a pool of blood on the live with a big mark behind the head, the police will say, this looks like a homicide. Does that mean that police people know who committed a homicide right away without investigating? You will say, oh, because the police said that homicide, let him tell who unalived the person without doing investigation. What is wrong with the mindset of? I mean, that's what Maurice. I don't know whether some of these things are intentional or it's just them exposing a limitation or whatever, or just foolishly thinking that they have to muddy the water for people. And Gregory, IG Gregory has been that punching bag because of things that he's doing. They don't want to see him there. Everybody come in. So all these people they are arresting, right? They're somebody former vice president. All that. Who is Gregory that if he was involved, he understood that there's evidence that he's involved, that they will be shielding him. Maurice, you tell me, what is Gregory so much? What does he have so much that they can go after everybody else? But only Gregory. Only the last time they know, oh, Gregory must go. Gregory did it 1 year. Gregory has that 1 year. Gregory, because of what he's doing, they are afraid of him. Yeah.
Anyway, before maybe David won't come in.
Yeah, let me just come on that issue. You see,
Go
when I
ahead,
look at Nevin Cole and our other men I was talking, they
Yeah,
are very
people.
two of them that are very stupid people from Bon County.
Amen.
And I don't really know what made them representative say. I don't know who they represented. For me, they didn't represent me. They put it down my district. So they are very stupid. Group for two of them that the one that can another couleur for ways and me that can beat that Melvin Coleman, So yeah, so the time they were talking, I know what was couleur. I could call couleur to invite him. They could come on our ground too and kind of address them. You see Melvin Cole running away, Jim and me. So
but that's not that's not a majority black and a minority black fight.
So the not over minority black, what a majority. But you see, the power is in their hand. When Gregory Coleman made a statement that be hands, did they invite him? They not invited him. To come clarify to them what he mean by this. He can read, he can submit to the speaker. But you see, he's scared of he also scared of the speaker. Because he know what the speaker told him before you go bend down to go beg the speaker. But sitting down in the speaker chair. You go and put it, anything he can be more. He's scared of that man. All of them scared of that speaker. Because that speaker can waste time with them. Now they will see some money, you will not eat money.
But look, right?
You sit down, you talk nonsense.
But
It's just getting slow and American and just passing around talking nonsense. Your senator, you get check and balance in your hand. Why you can call whosoever for questioning? When you're not selling far and the people will come for you for questioning. When you're sitting on there, like, in fact, they drop business. I'm sure the two guys in the video. I know American is very greedy and Ellison is very greedy. The possibility Ellison here will be in drug business there. Allegedly, because he left money. Because they want to sell out for me. That money something. They sold it. Then say he's not selling. You go bring the people. Then you go sell the whole country. Then not spoil the whole road. Then you want Geller to go run the road.
Thank you, Mr. Darren. Go ahead, Amar. I hear you.
Yeah, but
I mean, the thing is that I've soon come in Leo. But look, the thing is that this investigation team is so sophisticated to the point that they're not petty. That's why you see all the people that are making noise in the inviting, all the people that are making noise, even though the seriously crying that you call the people for investigate, you call the people so they can come for somebody's name. The Amara Corner, the Snow, the this and that, the person, they're not calling nobody because it's not part of it, it's not important to the investigation. They're not calling nobody. So the issue here is that it's not about they're not going to invite somebody. Look, these are trained people, these are well-trained people. They will not invite somebody for investigation just because they see you take picture with somebody. If If that picture they see you take with somebody, if not warrant for inviting you, they will not do it. They will not do it because this is, like I said, this is not just the Liberian FDA. This thing is comprised of the Americans, the international committee. They're all part of it. These are well-trained people, you know. So they're not just will call somebody to be part of it just because somebody say, "Oh, the person part of it," they will just call you. No, they will not do it. So, and they have said this time and again. If you got the people just make it noise, they just noise because they have said it. If you got any any evidence, bring it. If you can't give it to us, bring it to the embassy. And Focus said, I don't know how to call it. Focus said he went to the embassy with investigation. They told you to go to the State Department. So do your own. Do your own. You know,
it will be sanctioned in few days.
yeah. So do your own. Do your own investigation. Do your own. Take your own evidence to whatever you want to take it to. Take it to them. You know, but other than that, they just making noise, and these people are sophisticated. They are not distracted. They're not talking. They're not coming in public to say nothing to nobody. They're not having press conference. That's not a typical Liberian, investigation team. You not see them coming every night then press conference. No, the people doing their work. So let them make the noise. And he said, Joe Howard Taylor free. As far as they know, Joe Howard Taylor, innocent, this and that. Okay.
You don't even know what these people got. You standing there.
Exactly. You standing there talking your hand in your pocket, and the people innocent. You know?
I can't get.
Yeah.
He kept repeating himself. Even Greg Cummins said, "Big fish are in it." Greg Cummins said, "What do you keep repeating yourself for like it's gonna mean anything? You don't know what it meant, and you standing there being acting like you saying something that's supposed to be a smoking gun. Oh my God, Gregor Cummins is bad because he said this. Just because Gregor said that doesn't mean he knows who. That's what he's investigating. He knows there are big cases that because in a large drug, something like that, people can't just be brave and come in the country without people protecting them. Those can be some of the reason why an investigator would say something like that. And that's why just because you putting names out there because you want somebody to be something and throwing names out there, so you just want for people to just, oh yeah, because they're not throwing names, let's go there first. That's not how it is, you know. And when they started making all these noises, I said something. I said when they start bringing all these people, they say y'all don't want to let these people investigate this thing. They did start putting those names out there. We don't want to hear your song passing around here. Which one? We don't want to hear it. Because if your thing in your sick little brain and think that amount of drugs just came in the country on 2 years or 3 years ago, you're out of your mind. Okay? Those things have been happening. And if the same big things that is that from the former to the present, that's what that means. So you're so little updated. Go ahead. I wanted to read we are coming, but I don't know why I'm not seeing it. So again, something he was talking about something in this thing, and I wanted us to talk about it. So go ahead.
You look at Joy Howard not be here. This is the same Mervyn Cole that was saying some ugly thing. Even in Bon County, the village where he's from. He was stopping somebody from producing it to build a house while construction was going on. This is the same Mervyn Cole. He hired some Guineans to come make farm for him. He didn't want to pay the man point the entire farm. Then he carried on in the public how the man point the farm, how the man do this thing, the man do this thing. The police were arresting, the police won't do this, the police won't do this. That time he wanted the police. Because you ask somebody to come work on your farm. They make you plant all your cocoa. After playing your, I don't know how many acres of cocoa farm, you don't want to pay the man. So the man just look at the whole farm and point the entire farm. So that's the same Mexico that don't even know that was passing around. I don't know why he did that. He did something. Oh man.
Yeah, so just between how close you wanna about it because I don't know why I had it on here. I just wanted to read a little bit.
He was He brought Musa Benete. He said Musa Benete come and say bridge. The bridge going to be like last time. He said one of the national law. There was controversy between they and the public where people. Oh, the public were stopping up. They get them the bridge. Up to now the bridge not face.
Yeah, for one honest.
Up to now the building material, the parking there, they say the place they monk for that thing. All the people you were making. The public were trying to stop up. We want to face the bridge. Musa Hakan to face the bridge. I asked Musa Hakan in my district to face the bridge. The bridge can be faced. They carry one old truck there, put some sea rod inside with some crow rod. They carry there. They dump it there. So now the bridge, they don't even feel one. They didn't put one block on the ground yet.
So that was the strategy, right? That was the strategy, Mr. Darius. They wanted the public work minister to say no so they can make it like a politics thing. And I'm so glad those people, you know.
Yeah, they say the public work minister say you're red. When you're red, we'll give you the estimate. Oh, no, it's going to be that guy. It's gonna be that. Okay, you go ahead. Up to now, that bridge not face.
Yeah, so that was the strategy, but it blew up in their faces. So that's why they're sitting there and I can't believe this. I just saw we are coming and I tried to what is going on with me? But yeah, let's be doing a closing. I want us to talk about this bathroom something today, but it's late. Maybe we'll talk about it later. But and other few things still, this whole news overshadow that we will talk about it later because
to close, I would like to appreciate and send out a big shout to Gregory Comer and his team and the Justice Minister and his team. I send out everybody that participated in our process today. I need more people to roll. Everybody, even there were like 5 million people, like 4.8 million people inside your arrest all of them. We'll get place to keep them. So we'll just keep them in the open. Let them just be there, like a jail. Yeah, so whatever that happened in Liberia, every Liberian should be thankful when they're fighting drugs. But I don't know why the people they bring politics inside that CDC they're fighting. Why they can't arrest Joseph Bagason? Why they can't arrest us? You want to tell the brother to run a government? When you're running your own government in Jamaica, you don't know how you're running it. They were telling you how to run it. When you carry fake case to the airport to go say, please come here, you're coming delegate. You carry plea case to the airport to go delegate. You need to get it. Somebody tell you how you're gonna run your government. But I read it so now I don't know what the CDC is a curse behind that. Because you stay with that party, you will get cursed. Because they can just speak and talk nonsense. So ugly thing they talk, because nothing they can talk that can be general. They wish hunting. Jefferson Chelsea talk is a lawyer. You go then you go freeze, you go talk about the court. Or a friend of say, my man, don't talk. When you're a lawyer, you can't hear, you don't talk against the court. Because you are a lawyer, they expect you to not talk against the court. Because the court is the last area. The court can do anything to you. Now you are begging. Oh, CDC don't want to come for me. They want to come. Let them go for him now. Hey, in jail. Why they can't go talk to they can't say the judge jail him wrongfully. Because they don't know how to talk, they just talk nonsense. Like that, I'm every cold man looking. He just talk nonsense. But I'm telling you, Amy, next election I'll be in Liberia, I'll go medical district, I'll go campaign against it. Whoever I will call, I don't even want to do anything in my district. The medical district, I'll go campaign. Whosoever, anybody go against it, I'll go against it.
All right, Amy.
Since I did not see we are coming, but I've seen a little bit of the CDC chairman called, I don't know, is it Janga? Really?
That man, I CDC chairman.
We can come on. We can come on tomorrow if you want us to. Yeah, but anyway.
We supposed to. Yeah, I wanted to read. We are coming about the government is on money, democracy, and whatever.
Yeah, I'm from here. All the things that
This one,
We are business.
this one, he's saying that the government strategy is to intimidate opposition, and that's what I keep saying. This is what I keep hearing. But go ahead, Morris.
No,
It's,
I don't. It was a good show. I don't. I'm done.
oh yeah. So in closing, this is what I'm gonna close with this, right? So the former president of the country, his approach to this or response to this was that the government now is trying to undermine democracy, even though he knows that this is not just the Liberian government investigating this massive, you know, drug buzz, right? But this is his, I don't know what he called undermining democracy. I really don't know. These people are just saying words because they hear it, or what do you call democracy if you're not holding people accountable for the wrong they are doing to the innocent people? What is so democratic about that? You won something like this, or not, maybe you yourself, we don't know what this the next chip might fall. We don't know that. Why would you not say, as a former president, if you truly care about the Republic of Liberia and its people and the little kids who are being destroyed in the country, not just little, grown-ups too, right? Your approach as a former president and somebody who wants to come back will be that because they arrested your former vice president, so they not to call for, transparency in the investigation and to be transparent, to be fair, you want to know what evidence they got against her and whatever, to call for those things, which is fair enough, but no, your thing is that the government is trying to undermine democracy. How, Mr. President? How is the government trying to undermine democracy? What is so democratic about people, a bunch of zombies living in a country, a bunch of useless people from drugs? What is so democratic about a country turning into a, like your play word, your guy running around with this narco state? What is so democratic about your country being used as the what? A drug transit point and no one being held accountable? What is so democratic about that? And then when they're holding people accountable, instead of you wanting to see free and fair investigation, transparent, you talking about the undermining democracy because all you're thinking about in your heads, you and your little kicking it, that only 2029. Why is it that these people always come to this country and don't do anything, loot the resources, the monies, and then all they think about is to leave the country like that for the people to love them and vote for them for the next election. So they just do it anyhow. It's very sickening, and for Liberian people to be looking at this, I know his biz don't care. Don't want they are brainwashed for some reason. I don't know what kind of juju they can put in those berets before they put it on their heads and give it to them. Well, they put in those food that they on those sycamore tree or whatever they gather and give to those people. There's nothing you can say to them. And the blessed part about it is that they are not enough. They cannot get him over the finish line by themselves. That's the good thing about it. Because there's nothing you can say. Some of those people, they say, they have some very nice people, educated, reasonable people from the CDC. The problem is the group that I call, I said, the Wiashins. They are the problems. Okay? Seeing something like this, you would think that, okay, let's see what this investigation will go. But if this happening, this is very wrong. How did it happen? And be concerned about your country. But you want to put they should arrest that person. Why they can't arrest Wakaso? Why they can't arrest because you say so? Or you want a real honest? You want the person who's really polluting your country to be arrested, or you want somebody to be arrested because that's the name you want to hear, because it will make your day. It will make your political godfather or whatever look good for the next election period. I don't get it. I just hope people who are not in that camp, who has some brains in their head, will see this and know that this is not the kind of people that you would even think about giving not even representing the student in Liberia ever again. If this doesn't expose any of those people that want to come back, they want to come back. What are they doing, Mr. Davis? There's nothing productive. All their strategy is this government should fail. Then it would make them look good. What makes you think, God forbid, if the government having to fail, you are supposed to be the next best thing in line? Where do you get that sick thought from? Oh, they don't have other people that will be in the race. They don't have who we have never tried. Who we don't know how they would be, or what kind of president or what kind of leader they will be. Oh no, we shouldn't try them. But because the guy that was there before, he only owned a life one person. So the other person, the other murder case, let's go for the guy. They send the other guy on the life 2 person. Let's go back to the guy that on the life just 1 person. Does that make sense to you? And not the person who have never committed any crime before, who have never done anything like that before. Let's not go to them. Let's keep playing ping pong ball between the murderers. Since that's how you want to put it. If you think that Unity Party is bad, and you never did anything, we shouldn't choose somebody else. We should go back to you. What do you think this is?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Doesn't make any sense. Yes, Mario, thank you so much. So,
No problem.
I just hope Liberian people are looking at this, and we don't come here wasting our time to run our mouth then that we get cussed out. But we did it before, by the grace of God, 2023. It was God answered our prayers, and I'm pretty sure if I've been looking, look, I want to come back, we're going to yet. God forbid, I don't even want to say let it go through it. I wish the so-called reaction it was in a special place that when this happened, only them would feed it. But unfortunately, other Liberians, 1 million Liberians who don't want this mess on it anymore, they will all be a part of it. Liberia will be like a gangster paradise. If God forbid, they even make that kind of mistake, because they'll be coming for. You think people are being on the line for the auditors and all people in what I name EPS and what shooting themselves 3-4 times? Watch if you even make that mistake. What these boys will do? They'll be on a revenge speed, and they know that anybody come back, they will hold them accountable. So they would not want that. They would be more than a banana republic. So there's no way, God forbid, will Liberia ever make that mistake. We will not. We're not going back to that madness. Seriously, we're not. And we will let our people know. And you can hear the people. I mean, the devil got followers, right? You have few people that something. But my thing is, like I said, those people who follow them, who think they are better, even though their lives were in shambles, and still they're lying to them and they ruin their lives. They're still sitting there thinking that they are better leaders. Thank God those people are not enough to get them over the finish line. They need other people who will come and join them to do so. And I don't think anywhere like we call it independent voters. I don't think any independent voters in that red mind would look. They would not want to look at another candidate if that should be the case and want to go back to we are and what we seen, the madness we seen now. No, it's not going to happen. I don't care, because I heard they play with a lot of medicine, juju or whatever. Everybody in that country. I don't care who play with what kind of medicine, man, who can prove MPP. As long as your heart is not right for Liberia, by the grace of God, you will not come near that. Nowhere. God don't hit us. The thing God didn't allow the juju to work the last time, he's not going to allow it to work this time. So whatever they trusting and believing in, we trust, and we will do the work. I say he will bless the work of our hands, right, Mr. David? we will do the work, and we will pray, and it will not happen. Liberia must move forward. Liberia must be better for everybody, not for Unity Party, not for CDC, not for Liberty, not for all Liberians. Okay, and that's what we want to see for our children when we leave here. Like I always say, I don't know what a better Liberia looks like. I want to see it now. You know, I don't want to leave here, take my kids to Liberia and be like, oh, I don't want to come back there. No, I want them to have fun. And want to be like, mommy, why can't we move back home? That's what I want to hear. Not to be there and be trying to pull fraud in tested every time, bring the same old thing in because they want us something. Let bring you back. Back to what? What are we bringing you back to? We never knew what you could do. That's what people voted for you. They're seeing what you can do now. So why can't we try some other people? If that is the case, if they don't want the ones who are there now, why can't we try other people? Why do we have to go back to the same old field and worse part that we ever had? It's not gonna happen. God's willing. I'm not God, but I know the God that I serve and everybody else that mean well for Liberia stuff. It's not gonna happen. You know. Thank you everyone for coming. We have said our piece. And please continue to share the show. We'll continue to be on here. And yes, in closing, I do want the law to be the law, but then again, like I said, I feel a little, sadness in me because I don't want it to be true. I did not see that with her, right? Regardless of all that you guys have said. I know Edwin said he's not shocked. Some people are. I'm one of those people who are. And then when I seen it this morning, I said, no, maybe they're just questioning her. No, that can be true. But why would they go to that extent, of blocking her card off and being and making all of those saying, those dramatic saying? Something got to be there. Then it's like I was putting with myself. Then I said, well, this is not just the Liberian Joint Security. They have the FBI. That they have. I don't think that people want to be involved with any madness that have to do with it. With the local politics and all of that. So I came to the term that yes, something had to be there. And we went, and I hope for transparent investigation and everything that people will see, that they would know that this is not about wish hunt like those other people want to do and undermining so-called democracy or whatever. But what if they even know what that sentence or statement means? I don't know, but yeah, I hope it will be transparent for the Liberian people to truly see what is going on, so they can have trust in the system.
Got a sad example of what happened in the society we live in. If the police coming for you, they say the men are just they don't care where you are, they can arrest you there. Whether you president son, you president Ento, you president Wow, they will arrest you there. Whether you represent or want to go to drugs, they will go arrest you. They don't care whether you are getting in plea, you're not getting plea, they will tell our plea or Canada will arrest you. They will not say, but why you're not a representative to go down? So that crap, what the people can be talking, in fact, CDC. That nonsense they can be talking. 5 minutes, the hunting opposition, do they tell them to go sell drugs? So all the other people they arrested, they are watching, they are opposition. All the people to the Baga fire, they are watching. They are opposition. Then they say, oh, the Baga government how they want. Those who are in the police force, government come get it.
Exactly.
The Olu Breeze. You know why Olu Breeze been in the police from normal day?
Huh?
Yes.
How old is he now? How old was he?
You are Olu Breeze. Oh, don't look at him because I fellow young. I know a wife good. I know he's all of them. They invite Olu know me good because they are my brother. Them were in the security force together. I get one of my brother. All of them were working NSA with army. My brother was army director. That Louvain senator. Where he? Sarah, right?
Sarah.
Yeah, Momo Sarah. So Momo Sarah then they be in the NSA normal day. They're not just now. Momo Sarah then join.
Momo Sarah's normal days. He had to be a young guy.
All of them were in NSA.
Well, when you say number days, are you talking about early number day 2005?
No, they're not here. In the 80s.
Oh, so they grew up in the 80s. They can be that.
Yeah, Sarah, I was small. I can remember in the 80s, they were.
So Jerry, you were small in the 80s. You can remember all these people then.
The reason they used to come to the hospital Matari, they can't eat. All of them, Momo Sarah also. Momo Sarah know me good. You see me today with Sarah shaking hands, know me good. He know my knee.
Momo Sarah older than you?
Huh?
Momo Sarah older than you?
Yes. Yeah, my people brother them were in the security force together.
Yeah, nah. I ain't buying that.
They want my brother that what they call to the Freetown embassy, the Liberia embassy in Freetown. You were in the NSA too, calling Jeremiah. You were in the NSA. You were in the NSA. But we were a director. Jeremiah,
Okay.
they don't what they call that. Musa were assigned after they were everything. Musa were took assignment to Robert Fee. Musa, I know all the time. He's over there saying, "I'm picking what's up." I said, "Everything okay." You were assigned with Robert Fee. You know what's up? I was surprised that you were going for senatorial something. You organized a security group. The time my brother went to the embassy to go work in Freetown now. One of the men carrying the two of them started working there. Now my brother out tonight say well at the Liberia embassy in Sierra Leone. The other one here. So I know more sorry than all of them Ulu Bridge. I know they and T-Stone and Ulu Bridge and T-Stone used to move together. You saw the T-Stone they call Unbreakable, the one that John B. You were the police commander. You were the police commander to Central Street before you get in there.
Thank you.
So all of you, I know most of them. Even Abu Bala Kamara, well, Olu Bridge, that Olu Bridge, Abu Kamara, well, Olu Bridge. He was used to be the police informer. He the one used to go see the Nigerian men to go arrest them, the people that can bring a perm in the country. I saw them arrest one man to different ministry there. When they not get money, the Bala Kamara can go around to go be looking for people so they can arrest, so they can get money. Abu Kamara can deny it. Abu Kamara do things very well. You know me good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the low head shirt. We'll go something you busting your friend's secret all out here. And you said you know all this certain, but you said all the
Like when I found out, Abu was lean. On Kerry Street, all because they brought and get the street for 17 good years. Also, all they gotta know that in Central Morella, we to drink at time to go eat together. So I know all of them.
Thank you.
Unbreakable.
Continue to share the show, guys. Please continue to share the show and let's keep engaged on the platform, please. Engage with us, continue to share, subscribe on our YouTube, and yeah, just it's free, you know. It costs no money to do so. If you don't just turn your notification off, if you don't want to submit, but just give us the follow and just something, and we will appreciate it. And we do appreciate you coming here to listen to us outside of this bit, well, not outside of it, but our analysis of the situation and out of love and for Liberia, for Mama Liberia, and we will always advocate for Mama Liberia. I will always, I don't know about these guys, so I'm not gonna say we. I will always support people who means well for Liberia. Doesn't matter what political party you are from. That's why in the US, I'm an independent. I don't, I can't go back and say I owe no apology. I owe no loyalty to anybody. So Mama Liberia comes first. And I do believe in the President Walker because, and I supported him because I saw his vision for the country. And I support anyone who aligns with those visions to make that, with those dreams and visions to come true. Anyone who want to be a hindrance to that. So, no, I don't support the entire Unity Party. If the entire Unity Party will allow with him to make that dream and vision for Liberia comes true, then I support them. It's all about Liberia. And I hope we have that same mindset, whether you're a United Party, you see them doing something wrong or they're doing something, whatever, it's call it out. Doesn't mean you don't like them or you're not a part of them, and make Liberia the first on your list. And then the party comes second. That's how we will see these things and actually be supportive of the government to see, but not to wish on anybody. Why I want to see in my life and like a big fish, according to them, being held accountable. I don't want anybody to be hunted, right? That's why I want to see a transparent investigation and to make the public comfortable with the situation instead of having people sitting on platforms and trying to brainwash them, trying to muddy the water because they're trying to shield themselves and divert the attention from themselves, you know. So with that being said, we say thank you for being here again. And we will see you guys Friday, God's willing. You have a great day. Have a great Thursday. Mr. Davis, tell the people bye-bye. Continue to share the show.
The show, and thank you people for joining us. So
yes, sir.
We need your comment how we can improve this system.
Engage
also.
Yeah, so we're not doing Marcos there because we know we're coming here gossiping and doing Marcos and be that perfect key or whatever. Coming Dean or my Disney, everybody. We have 1,000 people here and something. So stop being like that and just wanting to see negative things and something. Be like something that promotes the country. We don't have to be be fish before you support our or something. So just be supportive. Come here, beat us up. That fixed electronic always coming with his seditious mind, beating me up. But he's a loyal follower, and I love him, even though I don't know what he looks like. I hope he will put some picture on there and stop hiding behind the scene while he dealing with me. But still, you know, it's all for Liberia.
Well, so how did you with Akara Grace today?
Yes. Let me see. So let me put out something there so before we go. Let's have that something.
The other police
on there I don't know whether he went to cause trouble or what.
Yeah, he went to have press conference. He wanted to do the one there. So the police said, I don't want the police going to get
press conference. That's not where you do that.
The police were talking to him that kind of way. They were waiting for my man go. They were telling him go. Like, I don't know what our 7-foot policemen came from.
Get your shirt behind me here.
Oh my God. That guy was so tall that I can't go around a waist.
I just everything that Zogo behavior something you carry there. We're talking about serious,
huge and I'm
serious.
I can't stand because I'm able to live. I can't go with one hand.
Is he that big? Let me see. I'm trying to play this.
To the end. So that scene Tony was showing to the end. You will see how they dragging all the way to the corner.
Oh, at the end of that video. Let me see. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, it's about time to start doing some things like that.
That's what people say. Yeah, let me so what? Ordinary people, they more drag.
Yeah.
No, everybody under the law, we are the same. Nobody get
Come on, lawmaker, you might respect
You just like
This is crazy. You
That-
want to word to see
I'm
what
dragging you all the way to that line talking about.
you want a word to see what you disrespecting a police officer order telling you to move on the other side. I don't know why they think that they can be doing these things and it's okay that, and then when action gets taken against them, you want to make it look like, oh, I want a word to see what they're doing to me. The policeman said go on the other side. That's a police instruction. That kids are going on there. That's not a little baby something. That's a high profile something. They don't want that whole place to be, chaotic and people sitting around doing. Then you, a former lawmaker, you should know better. If the judge said the police give you instruction, that's what you have to do. Why would you be there trying to challenge him and talking about you want a word to see? You want a word to see what? I don't get it. But anyways.
That police officer I enjoy him today. Like no other police officer I don't enjoy like that.
He's a big dude.
I mean, 18 came into the country when Ecomo came into the country. Ecomo was here.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you that while I used to be Ecomo here, and then test me with and lie to you. Because I go according to the law. Someday the Ecomo people they can say the holiday in our country, everybody got a suite. I mean, when you say country, you know what I you know what I busy wear coat. You know to put your polio on the ground.
No way.
Me, as soon as I said, Chief, let me get a broom. He said, hey, okay, you go. You can't take broom. Because I never resist. I tell the broom, I swim.
You can get her doing that. You can get her doing that.
Yeah, some people, you got that accommodation, that BB cable wire, you to BB away. That wire, when they put it on you one time, that soul coming on you, blood are flashing.
Yeah.
Some people, they get later. How long to hold that broom in your hand and just sweep? They're not your one sweeping.
So why would it be told to sweep? What, curfew or what was
no,
it?
not for curfew. The people say there's
Somebody calling you Mr. Darius. I can't deal with this. All right, guys. Good night. Mr. Darius talking too much tonight. So we want to talk about all his war days then. So please keep sharing the show and we'll see you guys willing tomorrow.